We have now arrived at our final level 60 stage, the Catch of the Siegfried. This one has an achievement just like Ozymandias, very slightly different though. We do have to get Too Fast, Too Furious, so faster than the ideal completion time, which is 6 minutes 30 seconds. Can't touch this, so we cannot take any damage. Ain't Got Time to Bleed doesn't apply because we are going to be using Exuviation to cleanse a debuff, so we have to heal ourselves. And then we have Total Mastery. There is one other requirement, which is there are going to be 3 clones that spawn in the 3rd act, and we need to kill those in order to get the achievement. And you'll see what I mean when I talk about clones. So for Total Mastery, I grabbed these spells. 6 elements. I prefer targeted spells, so Blaze and Mustard Bomb. You can do this using, Northerlies or Ram's Voice and then like Flamethrower. But since we have these available, we're going to use these. If you want to see how to do this at level 60, then I have an older video for that, but these definitely make it a lot easier. We have our 3 physical types as well. And then this is one stage where I am going to cheat and allow myself to use some primal spells. So I brought Nightbloom, Phantom Flurry, and Supranica. So the ideal completion time can be done using only standard spells. I have done it. It's extremely tight though. You have to play very, very well. And it's very hard to do that while narrating what's going on in the fight. So here, I'm going to just jump in, hit him with my Nightbloom immediately, and then channel my Phantom Flurry as well. So he's going to hit me with Ankle Graze, and for that, we use Exuviation. That way we get rid of the bind, and we can keep going. So here, he has Magic Drain, so we cannot use magic spells on him. We were able to use Nightbloom because we did it before he actually put the spell up. Now he does Magitech Explosive, and you can see there's a gap in the bombs in the back right there. So we're going to move to the front and right of this bomb here. We get knocked back from Rubber Bullet, and we move into the safe spot. He's going to cast Ankle Graze on us again. So for that, we're just going to Exuviate and Sidestep. There's 3 AoEs. 1, 2, 3. There's Magitech Explosive. And his Magic Drain is off, so here I'm just going to hit him with my Supranica. And we're done. That's our first act. First act is by far the easiest, but you'll see later some of these mechanics come back, and it definitely gets a little tricky. Act 2. Definitely trickier than the first one. We're going to open up with a Song of Torment. It's going to use Law of the Torch. We just step into the safe spot. Swift Steal. For this, we're going to get close because he does a knockback. And then we're going to move into a safe spot. You can see there's plenty of time to adjust. He's going to cast Spark Steel. This is going to put a Fire Puddle down. And he's going to do some Radiant Plume type stuff. Then he's also going to put down these other fires. And you can see there's these ices that spawn. And it's hard to see, but there's a gap between 2 of them here. You move out. And that's how we... Oops, didn't mean to bristle. That's how we avoid getting hit. It is very tricky. Very, very tricky. He's going to jump over here. We're going to hit him with our Nightbloom again. While dodging Law of the Torch. Hit him with Phantom Flurry. And we'll just keep killing. I probably should have saved my Nightbloom for the next act, because you can see we only got about 20 seconds worth of the bleed. That's okay. He's going to cast Swift Steal again. Yep. And we kill him before it actually knocks us back. But we would just handle that the same as before. The fight basically loops from that point. Act 3. This is going to be a combination of the previous 2 acts, and we're going to have those clones to deal with. Remember I mentioned those clones. And the clones are going to be weak to ice, wind, and fire in that order. So here he's going to cast Magic Drain. Whenever you see him jump center, cast Bristle, because an ad's going to come out. We want to make sure we kill this as quickly as possible, so we're going to Bristle that first cast. The first ad does Swift Steal. I'm going to Shore Cast this one. We don't need to. We could still get knocked back, but it definitely makes it easier if we Shore Cast, so we're going to do that. Just going to cast Ankle Graze. You might remember this from Act 1. Use my Supranicas here really quick. I'm going to Exuviate to cleanse, and then I'm going to move. 1, 2... Oh, wait. Oh, that was weird. I just lagged. I don't know if you saw that, but there was 1, and then it was 2, 3. I've not seen it do that before. But he's going to jump center, so that means we're going to bristle up. The next one is Wind. Oh yeah, I'm definitely lagging. Look at this. Well, this one casts Spark Steel, which does the fire. But if we kill it, it gets rid of the other fires, but you can see that puddle's still on the ground. This is actually really good. I'm pretty glad that I'm lagging here, because I like to show that things are doable in suboptimal conditions. So here we're going to Exuviate and Sidestep. I was super late on that because I accidentally hit my Phantom Flurry. You can see there's the 3 AoEs. And then he's hesitating, which means... Oh, he's going to do Magic Drain. But after this Magic Drain, he's going to go center, which means Bristle Up. And you can see we've got this clone, the one that's weak to fire. This one we do not want to deal with because, look at that, that's those ices. But if we kill it, these ices are still going to be there, but they don't blow up. They're fake. So we've now killed all 3 clones. We can now kill Siegfried. There we go. So let's take a look here. We got Too Fast, Too Furious. We got Total Mastery. So we have Celestium's Finest. Oh, we have Can't Touch This as well. So we have Total Mastery. You can see I did this in 5:19. The goal time is below 6:30. Those primals really do a lot of heavy lifting. Like I said, you can do this with just basic spells, but it's very tight. It's like almost exactly 6:30 whenever I've done it. I mean, maybe 6:15, but it's really tight without those primals, so that makes a huge difference. If people complain about, well, of course the achievement's easy. You have all the spells. I'm not using all the spells for this one. I'm just using some additional spells, but also you shouldn't be whining about achievements if you're not getting all your spells already anyway. But here you can see we get Celestium's Finest, so that is the achievement for Siegfried. That's how you get Champion of the Blue. That's it for our 60 stages.